Hey, greetings all. Thought I'd take a few minutes and do a little video on some more Harbor Freight goodies. Why Harbor Freight all the time? Well, I'm not in the trades. I just happen to do a lot of personal projects, trying to stock up on all the tools that I don't have. And for me to march into Lowe's or Home Depot or the local hardware store and buy these things, just is kind of cost prohibitive. I'd like to make my money go as far as I can. As I noted before, there's some things at Harbor Freight that are absolutely wonderful buys. There's other things I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, so hopefully the ones I'm showing here today are ones that are good buys, or at least somewhere in between. Alright, let's get rolling here. Hey, the first thing I'd like to show you, these tape measures. The beauty about these is you can always find coupons in the various magazines that are giving these away for free. Typically they'll sell for $3 to $4, 25 foot by 1 inch. And I think for free you can't really go wrong. And you can never have too many tape measures, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, I probably have 5 of these now. I have so many that I actually take labels and put the labels where they belong, so I always make sure they get put back in the right place. I have one in my kitchen, I have one in my pickup truck, I have one in my sheds, one down here in the workshop in the basement. Anyway, like I say, I've seen a few complaints about reviews in the website, but frankly I don't get it. I mean, I've never had a problem with these. And the only time I've ever had a problem with any tape measure is when you abuse them. If you leave them out in the dirt or the mud or in the rain, they're going to fail eventually, but I've never had a problem with these. So, can't go wrong for free. Once again, just check your basic men's magazines. You'll find the coupons, or go on the website. Next thing, you can never have enough of these squares. I call them speed squares. This is a smaller one, 7-inch. This one's made out of aluminum. Just to give you a comparison here, here's a Stanley that I bought years ago. This one's made out of a nice plastic. It's a good one. But I really only use it for marking 90s and 45s, so for me, can't go wrong. I don't know what this cost. Maybe it was $1 or $2. I just got this one today. This is a larger one, what they're calling a Rafter angle square, 12 inches. Sometimes you want to mark those larger pieces of dimensional lumber, like 2x10, 2x12, something like that. And this should allow you to do it without having to make 2 marks, without having to flip it over. Again, I'm not sure what I paid for this, but it certainly wasn't much in my mind. It's a pretty good heavy plastic. It's pretty thick. And this should hold up pretty well. Just got this today too. They call this a combination square. I used to have one years and years ago. It belonged to my father, but it disappeared. Probably got rusted away. This is the bigger one, 16 inches. They all have a whole number of these. They're nice if you want to. Suppose you had a mark 2 inches in. You can go down and set this to 2 inches. And then just slide along your board with a pencil. Scribe it. It has metric on the bottom, SAE on the top. Even has a little level bubble here. I think this is about $7, but it's pretty thick. I think it's steel. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you how thick it is. These new digital calipers we just got today as well. Turn it on, zero it out. We're in inches mode. I should stay in metric. Spin it back. It's about 2 millimeters thick. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. And something you can't do without. This is a basic yardstick. Oh, this one's 48 inches, not 36. Yeah, so I guess you would call this more of a straight edge. Typically, you're going to use this more for marking a straight edge than you're going to use it for measuring. But in any regard, it has SAE English on the top and metric on the bottom. Comes pre-drilled with a hole so you can hang it up. And this is also pretty thick. It's made out of aluminum, so it's not going to rust on you. I'll tell you how thick it is. .52 millimeters. Not bad. This is a few dollars. And that brings us to our calipers. It's always nice to have a caliper if you need to measure something with a lot of precision. I don't know, most common thing I can think of is you need to measure an axle so you can get the right size ball bearings for it. The first one I purchased was this one. This is a pure analog dial, what they call dial gauge. There's no batteries, no electronics in this. As you turn the thumb wheel, it will measure your distance. You can combine with what you read on the scale here, and then this is your, what is this, thousandths of an inch up here. You can measure the span here, or if you're measuring on the inside of something, you would use these. For example, if we wanted to know what the width of this little channel is, we would fit those into there and get our reading. This one was SAE, and so I decided I wanted to have a metric one. So they sold this guy here, which is digital, which works surprisingly well, but the nice thing is you can switch between inches and millimeters. I think this was on sale for $11. I saw some complaints, some reviews that these came are really gritty and dirty, but I didn't have that problem with mine. Mine are spot clean. Another nice thing here is this little guy sticking out. If you need to measure the depth of something, you would put it here and let this little thing go down to the bottom, and you can take your reading off of the dial, or display in this case. Okay, so that's what I have. Once again, I have to give you a thumbs up on all these guys. Our calipers, dial and digital. This sliding combination. The 12-inch Rafter speed square. The smaller aluminum square. And of course the always free tape measures. And your 40-inch straight edge yardstick. Can't go wrong for the prices. Decent quality. Should last me long enough. And the good thing with most about any hand tool at Harbor Freight, if it breaks, just take it back to the store and they'll give you a free one. Lifetime warranty. Alright, hope this helps. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.